A slow metabolism is rarely the real problem. What most people describe as a slow metabolism is usually the result of several small factors working together over time. These factors affect how the body uses energy, how it stores it, and how it adapts to daily habits. Another factor is low daily movement. Structured workouts are helpful, but they don't represent the full picture. A large portion of your daily energy use comes from basic movement, walking, standing, and general activity. When overall movement decreases, total energy expenditure drops, even if workouts are still present. Hormonal changes also play a role. Throughout different life stages, women experience shifts in hormone levels that can influence how energy is used and stored. These changes don't stop metabolism, but they can alter how responsive the system feels. This is why the same habits may produce different results over time. Diet patterns are another key element. Frequent dieting, especially when it involves large calorie reductions, can lead to adaptive responses. Your body may reduce energy use to conserve resources, making it harder to continue losing weight. This is not a failure of effort. It is a protective adjustment. Over time, inconsistent eating patterns can also make it harder for your body to establish a stable rhythm for energy use. Sleep is often overlooked. Poor sleep affects multiple systems, including those that regulate hunger, recovery, and energy expenditure. When sleep is inconsistent, the body becomes less efficient in managing energy. This can lead to increased appetite and reduced activity levels during the day. Stress is another contributing factor. Chronic stress influences how your body prioritizes energy. It may shift toward conserving energy rather than using it efficiently. This can affect both physical activity and internal processes. When stress remains high for long periods, it becomes part of the system. Age-related changes also contribute, but not in isolation. As the body ages, recovery takes longer, and maintaining muscle requires more intention. This doesn't mean metabolism stops responding, it means the system requires different support. What's important to understand is that these factors rarely act alone. They overlap. For example, poor sleep can increase stress. Increased stress can reduce movement. Reduced movement can affect muscle maintenance. And over time, this combination can look like a slow metabolism. But it is actually a pattern, and patterns can be adjusted. This leads to an important shift in thinking. Instead of asking, "Why is my metabolism slow?" a more useful question is, "Which parts of my system are not being supported consistently?" Because when the system is supported, metabolism responds. Not instantly, but gradually. Rebuilding that support starts with simple, consistent actions. Maintaining or rebuilding muscle is one of the most effective steps. This does not require extreme workouts. Regular resistance-based activity, even in small amounts, can make a difference over time. Increasing daily movement is another key factor. This includes everything outside of workouts. Walking more, standing more, and reducing long periods of inactivity all contribute to higher overall energy use. Stabilizing eating patterns also helps. This does not mean strict rules, but rather a consistent approach that avoids extreme restriction and supports steady energy intake. Including adequate protein can support both muscle and digestion, which are important for maintaining energy use. Improving sleep quality is essential. Consistent sleep times and a calm environment can support better recovery and more stable energy regulation. Managing stress is equally important. This doesn't require eliminating stress completely, but creating regular moments of recovery can help your system function more efficiently. These changes are not dramatic, but they are structural. And structure is what metabolism responds to. The key insight is this. A slow metabolism is often the result of multiple small misalignments, not a single failure. When those misalignments are addressed, the system becomes more responsive. This is why extreme approaches often fail. They focus on intensity, not structure. And without structure, results are difficult to maintain. In contrast, consistent, manageable habits create a stable environment where your body can use energy more effectively. That's where real change happens. Not in short bursts, but over time. In conclusion, what is often labeled as a slow metabolism in women is usually a combination of reduced muscle, lower daily movement, inconsistent habits, and changes in recovery and hormones. None of these are fixed limitations. They are variables, and variables can be adjusted. When you shift your focus from forcing results to supporting the system, your metabolism begins to respond in a more predictable way. If you found this explanation helpful, consider subscribing for more content that breaks down complex health topics into simple, practical ideas. In the description, you'll find a structured overview of these factors so you can review them and start applying them in a consistent and realistic way.